Namaskar. Today we are going to see SDG 1 in details. Last time we saw the introduction to SDG, its background. We thank the Twinkle Star magazine for publishing this, the Hitavada's children's magazine that is published on every Saturday. Okay, thanks to them. Now, Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 1, no poverty. It has been written by Dr. Ashish Manohar, that's me. And thanks to them, thanks to God, all parents and everyone who helped writing this. There are 17 SDGs and 231 indicators which are to be achieved by 2030 AD. Then what initiatives are governments of all the nations taking? That is the biggest question. So this is the question we'll discuss and answer in each goal separately. Because each and every government is definitely trying. With SDG 1, the first question arises is why no poverty is the first goal? Obviously, as we saw earlier, if a family or a person earning less than USD 1.25, now it is USD 1.90, 1.75, 1.9, it becomes, as per their currency rate, also it differs. And that is why then they came to the conclusion that now 1.25 USD will become USD 1.90. I mean, those things are gone. It is past now. It is finalized now. USD 125, below that if some family is earning, then that is living under poverty. Okay? And they raised the bar to 1.90, almost $2 per day. If a family is earning anywhere in the world, then they are living under the poverty. Straight away the definition. Okay, so how does it affect everyone? Okay, simple. No job, then no money, and thus no education, no food, no health care, because everything, once you step out of the house, you have to spend on so many things. You have to buy grocery, you have to travel, and all those things are there. Now SDG 1 has 7 targets with 14 indicators. All indicate that employment generation is at all the levels with full transparency can add value and revenue to the respective nations. It doesn't need child labor due to right to education and provision of food in many nations at schools, and their parents are provided equal job opportunities. So child labor is not required. Only their parents need a proper job and proper salary as well. This reduces the poverty in all its dimension, that is for sure. Okay, as per this SDG 1. Also, due to increased awareness, social protection system, social interactions, awareness and social contributions, other vulnerable people like physically challenged people, the older citizens, and even children got benefited from the social awareness, and social media is increasing the awareness as well. So a lot of these kinds of people also got benefited nowadays. Governments are humanizing the laws to build communication, commutations, health and education infrastructure, and their procedures also to achieve these things, and systems also they are building very well. Hence, the cell phone, health services, education at school level, and public transport have become affordable. Okay, you might be knowing that many of the nations where they charge heftily for healthcare, they come to India and get their operations and do so many things done. Also, women and men got equal rights of inheritance in family property. In India, you see, ladies and gents, girls and boys have the equal rights. Even the girl can, through generations, if some property is coming, then girl get a part of that as well. Earlier, it was not. In Bangladesh, Grameen Bank initiative of the Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus made the microfinance reaching at the grassroots level a reality. He started, even if you can take 100 rupees, means 100 taka, what they call 100 taka, their currency is taka. You can have the loan for that, and you can return that loan within a week or 15 days or a month or so. Microfinance means small finance. You don't have to take a 100,000 rupees loan. Just 100 rupees loans also they provided. 1,000 rupees loans also they provided. You can say that even $1 loan somebody can take. That is microfinance. Okay. Land ownership banks, cooperative farming, rural income schemes, affordable housing and sanitation schemes, affordable alternative energy schemes, mobile app based government transaction, my metro, also vaccinations, potable water, winter safety, even heat safety, cooking gas at each doorsteps kind of initiatives are running all across the world. Where there is minus 40 degrees, government are running some kind of initiatives. Where it is more than 50 degrees Celsius, governments are taking initiative to save people from heat or cold waves. Many countries are mobilizing their resources through sound policy frameworks at international, national, to villages, to each home level, to each citizen level, and are also getting pro poor after pandemic. In pandemic, one person suffering from coronavirus. So after sneezing or what it may be, it can spread a lot of people. So pandemic didn't care about who is rich or poor, who is a big boss or powerful or a weak person. No. So that's why each person, taking care of each person became very important. Earlier also it was important, in future it will be important. Each human being is an asset of human civilization, please remember. Many rich and technologically advanced nations and organizations are collaborating with the poor nations to implement the policies those are trying to eliminate poverty. For example, now this cell phone and apps might be developed by someone else, but they might be running on Google is the company registered in USA. Okay, that way their job is to provide technical help for record keeping, GPS location, global positioning location, where do you live, where that person is there, where the accident has happened, then people can go and help them. GPS location for transportation to keep a track on development, getting work done, providing the weather report and support for disaster management. This example I give you right now. Collecting the feedback and suggestions to improve the present processes and the systems towards the betterment to achieve SDG. Ultimately, we have to achieve that SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, so that each and everyone can live happily and even die happily. In fact, they get proper medications and all those things. And if after giving all the proper medications and all those things that person dies, then you feel that I tried my best. That is why I said die properly. Thus, if poor person commits a mistake, it can hurt a few. But if a rich and powerful people or organizations or nations commit a mistake, then it affects millions or can be billions. Poor person commits a mistake, it's a small, it will affect that person or even his maximum his family. But the powerful people, maybe presidents or prime minister or kings of the nations, then it can affect millions, maybe billions. If wars have proved all those things, World War One, World War Two, and there are many wars going on. Okay, hence, and even company committing the mistakes. So Sharon Valdez, that oil leak is there, then so much ecosystem damage is there. I mean, damage to the ecosystem is there. So poor person commits mistake, it hurts him or his family. And if the powerful people, nations and organizations commit mistake, it can affect millions and billions. And one more thing that we saw during pandemic is, whether you are poor or rich, it doesn't mind. If you sneeze and the virus spreads, it can affect millions and billions. So I mean, that much we are dependent on each other. Hence, no poverty is the first goal. That because of poor person, if he get affected with the virus, if he doesn't get the proper medication, it can spread all across the world. Okay. Hence, the wise planners of the SDGs thought, if equity and equality are brought by reducing the poverty in all its forms, formats, and dimensions everywhere on the Mother Earth, then only human civilization might be able to achieve SDG. Very clear. Okay. So, thank you very much.